Let's pretend I'm wearing a hat because I'm really hip and trendy, and not because I just went outside in the Florida sun. Welcome to my channel. My name is Manuela, this is the Girl Gone Green, and today I wanted to give you an inside look inside of my fridge and my pantry because this is something I find really fascinating. I don't know about you, when I first got interested in reducing my waste and kind of finding alternative livings, I just wanted to see inside people's homes. I wanted to know what they were using and what they weren't. But in no way am I trying to say that you need to have the same items in your fridge or your pantry. Your circumstances will be unique to you because sustainability and environmental living is not a one-size-fits-all, which is one of the reasons why I personally am not fully zero waste. I did that for about 2 years and really pushed myself, and frankly, it wasn't unhealthy for me with my circumstances and where I live. Total props to the people who can do it, but for me, I just found myself not eating enough or not eating the right things, or finding myself in situations where I was choosing really unhealthy habits because of it. But again, that's not to shame people who live zero waste to perfection. That's just saying that realistically in my life, that's not something I can do currently, and so I find a bit of flexibility. So this is not a zero waste pantry and fridge haul. There is plastic, but hopefully it's less plastic than you're used to, and definitely less plastic than the standard American household. So hopefully this is interesting, but again, your fridge does not have to look like my fridge. I eat a plant-based diet. Some people can call it vegan. I eat honey, so people deem that I'm not a vegan. You can call me whatever you want. I eat food. That's all I know. So let's get started.
So this is the pantry. It's just one narrow kind of cupboard thing. And so this is kind of what is more zero waste that I buy in bulk. I'll go through what's in it. This is Vital Wheat Gluten. You use this to make seitan. You got some popcorn because I'm Olivia Pope. I got some green lentils, some brown rice, some cornstarch. This is the seasoning blend from the cookbook How Not to Die. Don't know why it's in here, but it is. These are dandelion blends. What do you call those? It's an alternative to coffee. And then nutritional yeast, which is the obsession of my life, and if you don't eat it, you must. Up here I have red lentils, grits, because I'm from the South, y'all. Some raw cashews. These should be in the fridge. I'm not sure why they're not. And then I have oatmeal, which is a staple in my house. And then this is kind of the miscellaneous section. I always keep some canned goods in my home because you never know when you're gonna get home. You're not gonna have time to thaw things. I don't have a microwave and I just wanna eat something really quickly. So I typically, right now I have some garbanzo beans and some black beans, just something that if I absolutely need it, I can have it now. And then I also buy canned coconut milk. I normally just buy whatever canned coconut milk is the cheapest, which is actually at Trader Joe's. It's the cheapest. And then I have some fruit that needs to ripen, like these avocados, which actually are almost ripe. So they'll go in the fridge once they are. I have some papaya, a purple, look how pretty. It's a purple pepper, a purple bell pepper, really pretty. Then I have some whole wheat pasta. This is linguine, I believe, spaghetti. And then I have my tea. You guys know, I've talked about it in previous videos, that I buy bulk amounts of Numi Organic Tea. They have a line called Aspire, which is their teas in bulk in these containers. And I get that there, and then I use a strainer to make tea with that. So this one is chamomile. I haven't actually tried this one, I just got this one. And then I have the Cape Town chai, and I just finished another one. It was a chocolatey one, it was delicious. So I typically buy 2 at a time, just because I have a small kitchen. And as you guys know, I am an ambassador of Numi Organic Teas, and so they are an ongoing sponsor of both the Girl Gone Green on YouTube and on Instagram. Okay, this was a peer pressure buy. So I got told that because I'm working out more, I needed to buy protein powder. So I bought this protein powder. It's god awful. It tastes like chalk. And I genuinely think the protein powder that I used to buy from the bulk bins that was like pea protein tastes like 60 times better than this. So all regrets. And it was super packaged in plastic with like a plastic thing inside. So don't think I'll be buying this again. But, you know, the internet can be convincing sometimes. And then did I say this was whole wheat pasta? Yeah. And then back here, you guys have seen this before. I still have these. Still haven't used them up. Probably will never use them up, let's be honest. But they're still in my pantry. Don't know if they're good, but they're still in there. Okay, and down here I have some potatoes, some sweet potatoes, and some onions. And then I have all the jar lids to all of my jars, my mason jar lids. And then I have my juicer and then a bottle of wine that I will probably never drink. All right, moving on to the fridge. This is my raw fridge. I didn't clean it for you. I didn't make it special. This is what's actually in my fridge. Okay, I've turned off my fridge to be able to do this video, but I have to remember to turn it back on. So Manuela from the future, did you turn your fridge back on? Okay, so on the top row, we got cilantro. I keep my cilantro like flowers. I try to do the same for the mint, but it's not going very well. I have some thyme behind here, some fresh thyme right there. Delicious from someone's garden. I have red cabbage in these two. I have cut up organic carrots. I have leftover coconut milk. I have roasted beets in this container. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe. Okay, moving down a section, I have chopped watermelon. I have a sweet potato roasted. So at the beginning of the week, I'll roast some veggies like the beets and the sweet potatoes. That way I just have them on hand and I don't have to turn the oven on multiple times during the week. I have the most beautiful hummus. Okay, you guys have to see this and appreciate it. Seriously though, isn't this beautiful? It's beet hummus, so the roasted beets give it the beautiful magenta color, and it's just so pretty. And then behind here, I have a leftover adobo sauce, which had been in my freezer, but I've been trying to use it up, so I've been cooking random things with it. And these two things are normally full of fruit, but I don't have a lot of fruit. I mostly just have lemons. I have one mango, half of a, an onion, and then half of a lemon. So, but typically these two have like apples and then oranges because those are my favorite fruit. All right, now moving down a step. This is my leftover dinner. I didn't finish my dinner yesterday. It's just beans and cabbage, I think. Here is rice. It's just brown rice that I pre-cooked at the beginning of the week. That way I have rice throughout the week. These are mushrooms, I believe. It might not actually be good anymore. Yeah, these are mushrooms. I'm actually gonna take these out so I eat them today. And in here, I know, it looks like it's cashews, but it's not. It's actually cut up fruit. I just didn't have an extra container, and I saved this container the other day. So it's just some carrots and some cucumbers to eat with the hummus. Another reminder to use what you have, and anytime I end up with containers like this is with my little, I will save them and use them. And then this is kind of like the packaged section. I have tempeh and I have tofu. Two things that I started buying recently. I've been enjoying it, although I kind of like just eating whole foods a little bit better. In this drawer, this is my kale drawer. It is stuffed to the brim with different kinds of kale. And this drawer, it's very sad looking because I've eaten most of it, but normally has other greens. So right now this is Swiss chard. I had some the red cabbage in here. I had some collard greens, and I just have some extra carrots. And then in this drawer, this is another green filled drawer. These are celery and cucumbers. Cucumbers were on sale, organic cucumbers. So I bought a bunch. That's the main section of the fridge. Then we got the condiment area. In here I have garlic, ginger, and turmeric. Down here I got some apple cider vinegar, some tahini, some Dijon mustard. I got soy sauce, my omega-3 that's vegan. I got some white miso paste, some salsa, capers. Capers are amazing. Do you guys like capers? And then I have some red curry paste. And then down here, this is where I keep my nuts and seeds. So sometimes I keep them in my fridge, sometimes I keep them in my freezer. It kind of depends which one has more room. And right now it's my fridge. These are hemp seeds. These are pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. So again, the cashews should be in the fridge, but they're not. Moving on to the freezer I think is still running, so I'll try to do this really quick. All of this is dried herbs and vegetable broth. All of these are random veggies, zucchini. This is tomato sauce. I have no idea. I think these are beans. And then I cook beans and rice. So this is beans and rice. These are lentils and rice, beans and rice, just rice, beans and rice, some veggies, papaya, just lentils. These are all my food scraps for vegetable broth. I've talked about it before. I buy berries in plastic at Costco, large package. And then I have frozen bananas in this large mason jar. And then this is where I keep my food scraps to compost. Because I don't have a compost bin near my property, I will put them in here. And then once this is full, I will drive it to a compost bin, like a proper compost bin outside. So that's it, y'all. And then if you come around here, this is my spice cupboard, and it has all these different kinds of spices. Most of these have been refilled, as you can tell. Like, I think this has paprika, smoked paprika. So most of these I try to refill from bulk, but I keep the original containers, which sometimes aren't like very aesthetically pleasing. I have a few oils, although I don't typically cook with oils. I have a few vitamins. I have some other miscellaneous stuff. And up here I have honey. You guys know that I use raw local honey, and then agave, and then some random things up there. But that is my home.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was interesting. Let me know down below what else you want to see or interested in. I was thinking of maybe doing like a bathroom tour and showing you like the shampoos and things that I use. That might be interesting. For right now, don't forget to live sustainably and consciously, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.